Hey, what's up, guys? Let's see. This thing working? Says I'm live. I see 5 people in there. Some thumbs up. Give me some more thumbs up if you can hear me. I don't see a chat window. Let's see. Live chat. All right. Anybody hear me in this thing or not? Hey, what's up, Minty Man? Can you hear me good? Okay, good. We'll let a couple other people get on. I don't even know really why I decided to go live today. I just thought, it'd be interesting to kind of talk about what's going on. I got some videos coming out on Betty, so I don't want to talk a whole lot about Betty, even though Betty's the one in the background. Hey, Susan, how's it going? How you feeling? Hey, Sarah. Rudy. All right, good stuff. Appreciate you guys. So I'm just gonna hop up on this tire, maybe, or do something, even if it's wrong. So you're in the shop, and so you got the sun out there, and it's gonna make some of these sun spots. Sucks, but that's what I got to work with. The chat, I'm on my phone, right? So the chat's super small. So if I don't catch it before it disappears. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, and that's going fast. So I won't be able to pick out messages individually. Hey, I see Dennis there. Because the thing's going by kind of fast, and it's I think I got a little bit of lag. But anyhow, got a lot of stuff going on in the shop today, and I'm thinking about what's going to go on tomorrow. I've got some time set up. I'm doing super good. Hopefully you're doing as well. I got some time set up that I'm going to go out to my spot tomorrow, and my voice is a little gone too, which is weird. But anyhow, I'm going to go out to the spot tomorrow, and Fiona's out there, and I just wanted to ask you guys what you thought. It's time's ticking away before I have to go back to work, and I don't have a whole bunch of time to work on Fiona. So I was going to ask you, would you rather me go out tomorrow, try and get the cab up, try and get some wiring done, try and throw some batteries in there, and spend the day, Gary, spend the day trying to get Fiona started there in the woods? Or would you rather see a video of me just meeting the tow truck out there, snatching hold of that thing, bringing it home, and then maybe Sunday do a live here and try and get the cab up? That's exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about Fiona. Bring it home. Okay. Hey, greetings, Max. Just bring it home. See, now that's what I was thinking too. And I was thinking it would be cooler, because I always wanted to do a live out at the spot, but there's absolutely no cell service over there. So doing anything there, it's just, videoing, and if things go wrong like they did the last few times we went out there, it's just a long day because it's not even anywhere near here. And so by the time we get out there, we got to do some stuff. If I forget a tool or something else needs to happen, by the time I get home and back, it's already late. So it looks like everybody's kind of on the same page to just bring it home. Exactly. And the shop is full of tools and equipment that I might need. And if and there's no bees. That's right. Operation Bring Fiona Home. That's a great idea. And so what I'll do is I'll try and line up the tow truck for tomorrow. And we'll roll out there. We'll do a little video on the way out. We'll do a little video of hooking up the tow truck and stuff, and that'll be something that I'll put in a future video. And then when I get the truck home, we'll plan on doing a live stream Sunday. Now, a Will It Start live stream is going to be different than what you're used to, because I get a lot of time to practice when I'm just, shooting film, and then editing. I get to take stuff out that may be inappropriate or something like that. So a live stream is tough for me because it's going to be raw, unedited James Pretty fighting a truck that doesn't want to be necessarily brought back to life. So, if we do the live Will It Start on Sunday in my driveway, there's bound to be some unedited language. And I'm just being honest, I don't want you guys to think, oh, James is a good guy, doesn't ever say bad words and all that stuff. Well, believe me, when things are in the heat of the battle, some stuff comes out. I'll try and be good. Would you be doing both a live stream and a video at the same time? Yeah, you know what? That's yes. So I'm planning for this Sunday. So tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow I'm gonna try and go get the truck, and I'll just shoot normal video for that, and then I'll bring the truck home and I'll get it in front of the door, and Sunday morning ish I'll start rolling live. And it's going to be a little weird because I'm not going to be able to. Normally what I do is, if I'm moving around a lot, I just leave the camera do its thing, and then I'll stop and move it, and then I'll cut and edit. So it's going to be a lot of maybe distant stuff, and I definitely can't wait to see the Ford. Hey, man, it's going fast. It's hard to read that little chat, but I'm not ignoring you guys. It's just impossible to read. So I'm gonna make excuses right now for Sunday not going well, but it'll be our first time doing a live deal that's that long. It'd probably be 3, 4, 5 hours. Yeah, Matt, it did suck to see Candy, and what's weird? Let's talk about Candy for a minute. When that tire blew, I was actually Jessica. I was in Alaska. Jessica texted me. The tire blew up at the shop. I heard it, and so I call her right away. I'm like, hey, I'm at the hotel. Run out there. I think it's probably. Jessica will be with me on Sunday offline. So I said, I think it's Crystal. Crystal had a blister on a drive tire, so I'd been anticipating that blowing. And it was, there's no fenders on that truck, so there was no danger of something being, going wrong. And it's funny because she went right to Crystal, and there was nothing wrong with it. I'm like, well, check the drives on Candy. And as she was walking by, I'm like, oh my God, I seen it. We were doing FaceTime, and I seen it in her phone, and it was horrible. And then I had to be at work for a few days without being able to come home and do anything about it, so it kind of sucked. But Candy's getting there. I was trying to get that truck to the body shop to get that fixed, but then I found the suspension component that was rusted through on Franny is also rusted through on Candy. And Franny was at my cousin's house. We'll go into that maybe, but Franny was at my cousin's house. I was just gonna steal the part off Franny, throw it on Candy, and then drive it the hour and a half to the body shop. But anyways, I just got Franny back yesterday, and so I'm just going to take Candy's part off, take it to the machine shop to get a new one built. So Candy will be off the books for a couple of days, and I'm going back to work anyways, so hopefully when I come back from work, Candy's part will be done. I can get that piece changed and put some new airbags on, and then continue on with diagnosing the brake problem and getting the heat and AC working, and the headliner back in, and clean that truck and put it on the road. Talk about Betty for a second without leading you to figure out what's going on prior to watching the call. I got a couple of videos. I was going to release one on Sunday, but I'll probably release that video tomorrow if I can get it finished edited. But anyways, there's going to be 3 or 4 videos on Betty. I'm working on Betty right now. I'll be taking a break from Betty to bring the truck home. What do you do for work? I am a airline pilot. I'm a international cargo dog, freight dog, whatever you want to call that. I fly the 747-400 for Connie Coletta, the drag racer, and he's got a big airline, and I'm one of the 700 pilots that work for him. Anyways, back to Betty. I've got a couple videos coming out, and Betty I'm working on pretty much full time right now, and I'm doing some small jobs when I get frustrated with what's going on with Betty. I'll have a short video of some stuff I did to Franny. I like to do at least one thing to visually improve Franny every time I'm home. I also got a pile of tires sitting here. Hey, how's it going, Kyle? I've got a pile of tires here that I got to put on. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I first put Trisha together, the tires that were on Trisha were good tread, but they were, a little dry rotted. And at the time, I had a lot of other things going, and I didn't want to buy 8 new drives, so I bought 4 and put them on. And I ordered 4 more, and they're sitting here. And so I need to put these 4 tires on Trisha, and then take Trisha's 4 and put them on wheels for rollers for Truck X and Dolores. I've got to buy 8 new drives. I'm going to change the wheels on Candy to aluminum, and I got to buy 8 new drives for that. And Don McCord brought me, he's here today, he brought me some wheels. So I'm going to try and get those drives on when I get home next month. Okay, so as far as that video from work, we'll just switch gears for a second because I happened to catch that message going by. I have some footage from work, doing pre-flight inspection and walking cargo and some flying and some cockpit chatter and stuff. The problem with that is it's not my company, and it's not my name on the side of the airplane. And out of respect for Coletta Air, I just don't want to put any of that on YouTube. Someday maybe, but yeah, I'd love to do it, but just out of respect for his name and his business, I just don't want to do that. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, back to drives, putting drives on Candy, getting Candy ready to go, and I want to put that truck to work soon. And we're trying to get Marla's electrical done. That's why Don's here. You guys know Don McCord. He's got a YouTube channel. You guys should check him out. Show some love, like, comment, subscribe to him. He's not a full-time YouTuber. He just, he's got a couple of cool cab overs, and he's a good guy, and he's great with electrical, and I suck at electrical, so he's trying to button up some of the electrical stuff in Marla. Once we get that done next month as well, I'm gonna do all new injectors and run the overhead on that engine. There's a possibility that I might have to do a rebuild on that. It's just raining oil out the airbox trains. I'm hoping it's injector related. Let's see what else. Jessica's doing good, actually. She, the bee stings, that was like a momentary thing. We thought maybe she was having an allergic reaction, so we rushed towards the hospital. The nearest hospital, about a 40-minute drive. And so we jumped in the Trailblazer, and I drove 100 miles an hour for 20 minutes, and she started feeling better, and we stopped and got her something to drink and some sugar and some electrolytes, and she calmed down a little bit, and decided we didn't need to go get a EpiPen or anything. So we just took a break and went back out to the woods, and she was fine that day. Obviously, bee stings suck. I mean, we've all been stung by bees. When you get 20 or 30 hits, it sucks. And they were close proximity, right? Because they were just like bang, 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 constant. Let's see, Dwight. Yeah, you see Crystal back there. I really like to chat with you guys, but doing it on my phone, the chat's like this big, and my old eyes can't see that. I can catch a little bit once in a while, but let's see what else. I do want to, I may tomorrow, depending on how things go. 15 to the head, that doesn't sound fun. But depending on how tomorrow goes, I may jerk the Caterpillar engine out of Truck X. I was actually going to do that today. But then it looked like we were going to get rained out, and then the sun came out, and it was just brutal. And I thought, well, I'll come in the shop, and I need to really get Betty going. So I may or may not get the engine out of that truck, but I'd like to get it out of there. I do have one 3406 that's in process of getting rebuilt. That engine is earmarked for Trisha. Trisha's got a 3406B. It's a white engine, and it's rusty, and it's nasty, and it really doesn't have a bunch of power. I think it's a 350. Serial number says a 400, but it doesn't run like a 400. It doesn't have jakes. It needs to be cleaned and painted anyways, and I'm not going to do that in the frame because I think that looks horrible. Now, Chad, two people did a great job painting their engine in the frame. Square body. I'm trying to think of his not for hire square body. I don't know if you guys watch his channel, but he's cool. He's a jack of all, and he's got a Freightliner cab over called Jolly Green, and he did a tape off and a repaint of his Cummins motor. It looks like he did it out of the chassis. He did a great job. Chad Keegan, you guys watch Chad Keegan, and if you don't, check his channel out. Chad's raw. He's a truck driver. He's a cool guy. He's a hell of a mechanic. He always says he's not, but he is. He's a hell of a mechanic, and he's a guy that can get the job done. Anyways, he's got a couple of cool cab overs, and he painted Frankenstein's engine black, and he did a tape off and paint, and it looks great too. I'm not a finisher. You know, if you get me in under the hood of a truck painting, it's going to have painted hoses and painted belts and painted crap. So I'm not going to do that. But Trisha's engine needs painted, and the chassis needs to be cleaned and painted as well. It needs shocks, and it needs, you know, a couple other things. So I'm planning when I get the engine finished, and I'm not building that one, it's being done professionally. I'll swap that over into that truck, and it'll be intercooled. It'll be 475-ish horsepower. It'll be cat yellow, even though Kenworth painted their cat motors white. I don't like a white motor, so it's going to be cat yellow, and it's going to be in that truck. That truck's going to get painted probably over winter or spring next year, so that truck's going to be 100% done, hopefully beginning of the year. Anyways, that engine will come out. I'll regasket that motor. It runs great. It's just not a big power engine. There's no blow by, doesn't smoke, starts up every time, just 2 rotations, and bam, that thing's running. So that engine will come out. It'll get clean, it'll get painted, and it'll get put in something. Hey Ron, how's it going, bro? Let's see, what else can we talk about? I really don't want to be on here an hour or anything. It's already been like 18 minutes of me just blabbing. Oh, that big Cam 4 engine that I'm going to put in Truck X, that's ready to go. Just sitting there leaking oil on my floor. So I was hoping I'd get that motor out of Truck X and get that set in there and see what kind of mount issues we're going to have, and maybe get that engine bolted in. But who knows? I don't know when that's going to happen. That's it, I guess. Betty, the hood is on right now, but Don's here, so we're going to take the hood off. And is that Dale? Hey, Dale. I really can't read that. Anyways, I think it was Dale. Hey, Dale. We'll get the hood off of this, and then, you know, this motor, we always knew this motor was in trouble. Hey, Richard. And it is. All of those things that I hypothesized is real. This engine's garbage, and it's going to need rebuilding. We're going to do this one right here on the channel. And I don't want to get into details because that's in some videos I already made. But you'll see a few videos. The first one's me and Don McCord, you know, just going over it again and trying to get it started. And I saw, what's up, Hoffer? I saw somebody just asked what he missed. Dude, you missed 20 minutes of me non-stop talking, so you'll have to catch the replay. What engine you love the best? Well, I'm a Detroit guy. 8V92, 12V92 is my ultimate favorite. Hey, Gary. Doing good. How about you? 12V92 Detroit is my favorite engine of all times. I think it sounds the coolest. 16V92 is badass, but it just doesn't sound right. It sounds funny. The 12V92 sounds crazy. I love it. I wish I could afford to buy 3 or 4 of them. I plan on making all the pieces to put those engines in trucks, and that might be like my thing someday, but they're super expensive. You go on eBay right now, put in 12V92, they're anywhere from 29,000, 20,000. I mean, the cheapest one I've seen was like 11.5 with no guarantee. 1671 is badass. The 71 series, nothing sounds like a 71 series. I'm just not a fan of the power they make, to be 100% honest with you. The 12V71 makes like 440 horsepower or 415. I don't even know off the top of my head, but it just doesn't make the power that that the noise says it's making. So I'm just not a fan. I drove a 318 for a long time in a 81 Brigadier with a 13 speed. 3408 Cat, let's talk about that for a minute. Seeing Keith just brought that up. Look at, I went out we took Trish out for a drive last Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday. And we put about 100 miles on the truck. And we stopped over at the spot, and then we stopped over to Buddy Mine's house as another spot that we need to do some video on. His stuff is all older than I like, 70s and 60s and stuff. But we do need to do a video over there. Super nice old guy. Actually introduced me to the person that I'm buying all the trucks from, that my secret spot. And also, we drove down to another town, 20 more miles away, and yep, all semi stuff. And talked to a guy, his name's Sherman. He's got some Peterbilt stuff. This guy's got really nice stuff, but it's super expensive. Anyways, he was telling me about a guy who had a 359 with a 3408, kind of like old two-strokers truck that he just got. You guys watch him, right? Bueno. And a cab over with that 3408, and I was like all about it. And so we drove down there, and we got talking to the guy on the phone, and he won't even consider selling that. You know, Wayno's kind of disappointed a little bit in his truck, but I know probably close to what he's got into the truck, and I think he's sitting good. He's sitting pretty in that Pete. But this guy wouldn't even entertain an offer, like $30,000, and the guy like laughed and said, "You're high, go away." And the truck's rough. It's rough. And his cab over he would sell, but it was rough too. I mean, it's super rough, and he wanted a lot for it, like 20 grand. And look, man, it's probably worth it. But you guys know I'm not a Peterbilt guy. I need to get a Peterbilt for the channel, but I'm just not a Peterbilt guy.
I got one for you.
Nah. Don's like, I got one. No. I'm just not a Pete guy. Someday I'll have one, and it'll probably be a 9. You need a bucket? Yeah, take them. There's 4 there. Choose your 4. But
I got a 362 for you.
Yeah.
My wife wants to go.
I seen that one you were eyeing in Montana. Okay, yeah. Man, about that. I got to talk to the guy. I think I'm going to call him on Sunday. Dude, I'd love to go out and get that truck. The problem is, and somebody brought it up in chat, that it's just a small bump, nothing special. The only thing that really turns me on about it's got 8V92 445 in it, and I want more of those engines. And you know, if you got to have a Peterbilt, you got to have one with a Detroit in it. And yep, you're right, Kenworth, man. Like You guys know how it works, right? There's Pete guys, there's Kenworth guys, and there's Freightliner guys. Freightliner to me was the truck everybody could afford to drive. And so there's a huge following of Freightliners. I love Freightliners. My first truck I ever bought myself was a Freightliner cab over 78 model with the 300 Cummins or 290. I don't even remember. I think it was 290 Cummins. And I've owned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've owned 8 Freightliners in my life, and I love the way they look. The Freightliner cab over, the way that the windshield sets back, it's so cool. Anyways, I'm gonna get off on a tangent, but Freightliners are cool, but in real life, the best truck out there, in my opinion, is Kenworth. And even though now all the trucks are made by the same company and they just wear different badging, I couldn't see myself in a new 389 Pete. I mean, it's just like I don't know. I don't know. I just couldn't see myself in that. But I could see myself in a brand new Kenworth. If I was driving for a living like I used to, I'd probably have a badass W900 because I think they're cool. And you know, one of my favorite trucks. Do you ever run across Freightliner Powerliner? No, I have not seen one.
What?
Powerliner, Freightliner, Powerliner. Huh?
I know there's one.
What kind of shape?
Fucking immaculate. I don't know if
Oh.
it's for sale or not.
I'm not into immaculate.
It's at Sneed Truck Sales and Truck Parts in
Huh.
Sneed, Alabama.
Oh, Dom was just saying he
Beautiful
knows where
black
there's one in Alabama.
Beautiful black truck.
I'm not, I'm not into new stuff. You know, I'm a hack. I like to work on old junk. But anyhow, I'm gonna get off trucks because T680 with the automatic. Yeah, I'm not an automatic fan. But the 680 is not bad. My favorite truck all time, and you guys are gonna laugh, is because it's plastic. My favorite truck all time was T2000. I had a 1998 T2000 with a 525 red top, and the transmission was broken. Like first and second gear was broke right out of the transmission, so you had to start off in third. So it made it a little awkward while you're pulling something heavy. But that truck was just badass, and the Jakes were almost as loud as 60 series Detroit Jakes. Of course, that truck had straight pipes, but that was my favorite truck. It was white, and ugliest things in existence. You know what? It is ugly. It's super ugly. And the biggest thing about the T2000 is you can't drive it off-road without breaking some of the plastic fairings on the thing. So every one you see, the fairings are all blowed off it, and the front bumper's all cracked up and zip tied together. And you know, mine was really no different than that.
You got a hose nozzle?
There's a hose over there.
You got a nozzle for it? So I don't have to run and turn it on and turn it off.
Just leave it run.
Just leave it run.
Yeah, I don't.
Let it in the grass and leave it run.
Just bring it out on the concrete so it washes the dirt off the driveway. But man, them K220s are nice. Yeah, man. So some of the European stuff, I guess you call it European, Kenworths are just amazing. But you know, you're talking about $250,000 truck. Hey, Brendan, how's it going? So you know, that's out of my league. I'd have to sell all my trucks to buy something fancy like that, and then to just leave it sit in the yard. It don't make sense for me. So that's why I like the old stuff. And you know, this old stuff is so easy to work on, aside from it being heavy. But did I hire help? Nope. I have not been able to find anybody in the area who wants to work. I've had a couple of guys from a distance. Yeah, the road train trucks in Australia, absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, I haven't been able to hire anybody. I do have a guy from Nevada who wants to come and he wants to do the body work and paint on the trucks. So we're kind of talking about that. I got a driver in Ohio, Indiana, and been talking to him a little bit. Hey, Minty Man, send me an email about that. Maybe we can do something. Oh, let's talk about this. This is super important. And I wasn't going to talk about this in this video, but we might as well. So, you know, for the channel to grow, I really, really need help. I need help promoting the channel and sharing the channel and getting people to subscribe to the channel and watching the videos from the beginning to the end. I really need, there's a point where I'm going to run out of funding to buy more trucks. And really, honestly, I would love to buy every truck in my spot and every truck from the other spot. And eventually, I'd love to be doing this for a living, like going out, finding a truck for somebody and like doing a series on making the truck roadworthy and getting it to the guy. That would be my favorite. And you know, Minty Man, that's true. It's super hard to manage all that social media. You know, so like when I'm out on the road, I'm in the airplane for up to 16 hours, 18 hours every day. So the time that I'm out of the airplane, I'm a zombie. So it's super hard to manage any social media while I'm out flying. And then when I'm home, the first few days of getting home, I'm a zombie. So there's not much I can do social media wise. And then for 10 days, I can work on trucks, do social media. But it's tough. These guys who are good at YouTube and good at social media, they eventually hire people to do that. And, you know, it takes 100, 150, 250,000 subscribers, active subscribers, to be able to make enough money off of YouTube to pay the people to manage all your social media and be able to keep good content coming. Hey, Michael. Good content that does well on YouTube pays decent. But what is good content? Good content is a will it start video on a truck that's desirable. Franny, for example. Franny was 1.6 million views, and that truck, if every one of my videos did what that video doing, I could do this for a living and stop flying. And I'm not necessarily saying that's what I want to do today. But it would be nice if I could get a couple guys hired and the channel could pay their wages and we could knock out some trucks faster. If it never gets to that point, that's fine too. I'll end up with 15 trucks that take me, 5 years or so to get running, and then the rat race after that will be keeping batteries in them so I could drive one when it's time to drive. But thanks, man. I appreciate that. But, it would be nice, I'm trying to get some of the glare out there. It would be nice if we could get that 100,000 mark. 50,000 was my goal by December this year. And, we kind of stalled out a little bit at 25. We were kicking old two-stroker's butt. I had him by 2,000 subscribers. He beat me to 20,000. If I remember right, we were racing at 20 or something. And then I pulled away from 2,000 subscribers, just bam. And then I had a month of, I was planning on putting out the video on Fiona. And we had made 3 or 4 attempts to get that truck out of the hole to where you get the cab up and I could do a will it start. And in that period of time, he had picked up that 359 and did a will it start on that 3408, and dude got like 4,000, seemed like 4,000 subscribers from that. And so he caught me. I was so close to 25,000, and he was like 23,300, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm smoking him, no way, right? And then he put that video out, and he sailed past me, and now I think he's at like 26.9 or something. And Wayno's a great guy, and me and Wayno are friends. And Wayno helped me a lot of phone tech support when we were trying to figure out what was going on with the fuel system on Marlis so we could drive it home. And it's a totally friendly competition. He gives me advice on things to do with my channel, and I give him advice on what to do with his channel. All right, cool, Minty. And so there's no grudge. It's just, we're trying to help each other by by motivating each other to do better and grow our channels. But man, he's kicking my butt. So hopefully the Fiona will start to be good. It'll be weird because it's going to be like a 5-hour video, and people get bored looking at your back for 5 hours. So we'll try and keep it exciting. But I've been babbling on for about 35 minutes, and I think the general consensus is bring Fiona home and do the will it start in the driveway. So that's what we're going to do. We'll plan on getting it home tomorrow. Hopefully the tow truck guy is around. All right, Mitty. Oh, let me talk to you about that. Gregory, I think it was Gregory. It's so small. Tim Gentry and Steve Fezchek, both great guys. And I actually have been in contact with both of them for quite a while. Thanks, Matt. I'm going to have to go back and read these comments because they're just going too fast. But anyhow, back to Steve and Gentry. Steve's a good dude, but Steve's a trucker, and Steve is busy. You know, he puts on a good show, and you know, it'd be way cooler if he drove a Kenworth. But he'd smack me for that probably. But Steve's a good dude, and Steve has helped me out. He helped me out when we first started the channel. He gave me a shout out early on, and he's a good dude. And Tim Gentry, you know, man, Tim Gentry is really a good guy, man. And he is super busy. He's got a lot of irons in the fire. I mean, you watch his stuff, and it's all over the place because he's got 20 business ideas going. Plus, he's trying to do, you know, race car stuff, and you know, even though his car is super slow, and my car spanking so bad to be ugly, but he's got a race car, and it's cool, and he's trying to do that, and he's trying to do the Cletus and Cars thing, and I'd love to do Cletus and Cars. You guys probably watch Cletus McFarland. I've been watching him since he was, it seems like since he was a little kid, and he's an amazing businessman. He's grown into an amazing businessman. And anyways, did you see that squirrel? But Tim's a great guy. Tim helps me out a lot. He coaches me, you know, when times get slow and I get wondered about what I'm supposed to be doing, and he, you know, reels me back in. And he's a good dude. But yeah, I'm in constant contact with them guys. Chad Keegan, Dom Cord, Wayno, Not for Hire Square Body. I talked to all those guys on the phone, and they're all great people. And you know, really, we're all just trying to share the stuff that we enjoy with people who might enjoy the same stuff. You know, people think guys get cocky or you know, impersonal because maybe a Peterbilt Mike. Man, thanks, Dennis. That was a good reminder. Peterbilt Mike's a great dude too, and I've actually talked to Peterbilt Mike a lot. He sent me some parts that I was looking for. He's a great dude. He's got a good soul. I really wish that it was Kenworth Mike, but I don't know Matt from Diesel Creek, and I missed another chat as it was fading out when I looked up there. I don't know the guy from Diesel Creek. I've talked a little bit with the Boss Garage. That dude's, he's super talented. I don't got anything bad to say about him. We're not friends or anything, but it would be cool if I was. Derek from Bioscript Garage. Oh man, I'd love to be friends with Derek. But I don't think I could get anything done because he had me laughing so hard all the time. I'd never get anything done. But Derek's super cool. You guys know all the good YouTubers out there. Whistling Diesel. Man, Whistling Diesel broke the internet. That guy's amazing. And I hearsay is he's a super good dude. Like, So that'd be super cool to be friends with him. Weston, you see Tim Gentry's doing Weston's truck. Cool trucks. Marketplace. Yeah, send them to me. Thanks, Dennis. Twin sticks. Okay, let's talk about twin sticks for a minute. And I've actually talked to Mark a few times as well. I seen that he was in Atlanta one time, and I quick sent him a message. I'm like, dude, you're in Atlanta? And he's like, no, that's a couple days ago. Yeah, I'm already home. I'm like, oh man, if I'd have known you were coming to Georgia, I would have given you my address, and you could have came over and jumped in all my trucks and honked the horns and take them for a drive and stuff. That would have been super cool. Twin stick Mark is a good dude. I don't have anything bad to say about him. His trucks are cool. He's not afraid, man, paint job. He's not afraid to do anything, and that's cool. I like a guy who tries something he's never done, and he's not arrogant. I love his on the hunt stuff. I don't have anything bad to say about him. Good dude. Yeah, I got sidetracked. You see that squirrel? But anyhow, I probably should wrap up. It's been 45 minutes, and I haven't done nothing. Tim bought Bruce Wilson cab over last year, of course. Yeah. Bruce is unique. When he was younger, I didn't really like him that much, but Bruce is unique, and he's a go-getter, man. He kind of started the whole Will It Start thing for me, anyhow. Ben from Milliken Fishing. I've never heard of him. I'll check him out. Hey, Mark. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get some stuff done to this old girl here. You see some stuff going on. Okay, let's talk about that Patreon thing. Man, I don't like that either. And a lot of guys that I've talked to don't like that. But YouTube doesn't, people think YouTube pays and don't get me wrong, guys like Whistle and Diesel and Cletus and those guys and the Beast, I don't even know how many millions, 40 million subscribers or whatever. Those guys are breaking the internet, dude. They're making good money, and they deserve it. They worked hard for it. But YouTube doesn't pay that great to an average guy, and it's discouraging because you spend 300 hours and you make $300, and then you're like, man, I made $1 an hour. But we don't do it. We don't necessarily do it for the money. Sure, the money would be nice, and eventually it'd be cool if YouTube was paying for all the projects and Discovery Channel or History Channel would pick it up, and I could spend the rest of my working life rescuing trucks and having History Channel pay for it all. That'd be super cool. So Instagram, and my phone battery is going to die in a minute, but we'll talk fast. Instagram, if you've noticed, Bruce has a social media manager now, and they're really working Instagram, and they're really working Facebook, and they're really doing a good job. And that's what you need, is a social media manager. And eventually I'll have one, but we need to be like 200,000 subs to be able to do that. And I do work full time as well, so it's super hard. And Jessica's she's helpful by making it so that it's all right that I spend more money than I make on trucks. But yeah, anyway, guys, I really appreciate you. Looks like Jessica's just bringing me out some water. You guys want to say hi to Jessica? No. Hold on, here it comes. We're live. There's Jessica bringing out a cooler full of water for us boys in the barn.
Here's this nice
We'll see you guys later. We appreciate you being here. I wish I could see all these comments that are zooming by. Jessica said hi, and I'll let you guys finish there. Paul Cox. I'll look for him. All right, guys. We're out of here.